Well, it's a rainy Thursday. I'm doing a few knives. I'm doing a couple with the wicked edge. I got a cold steel Tonto in here now. And then I'm going to do a rat Model 1. And then I got some kitchen knives and some scissors I'm going to do on a kalamazoo. Everybody wanted to see how I sharpen knives. I said, well, you can see 1,000 videos out there on the wicked edge and thousands on the kalamazoo. Oh, we want to see you do it. I don't do it any different than anybody else. You put the knife in here, you start with the low grit paddles, and you work up to the high grit paddles, and you just paddle like this. You seen one, you seen them all. This is a 600 grit I'm using right now. I went from 80 to 120 to 200. Now I'm at 600. 400, and I'm going to go to 600, and then 1200. I do it with two hands at the same time. But I'm only using one hand now, so I'm using this camera. But you have to do the front part of the top of the blade first with this Tonto style. Treat it as two separate knives. And you do this tip, the Tonto tip part, separate. Do the flat blade, then the Tonto. Okay, I got to go back to work. Stand by. All right, now I have the 800 grit, 1200 grit paddles. I'm using the 800 now, and I'll switch over to the 1200 in a minute. Doing the upper blade first, then the Tonto tip part. Treat them separately, like I said. Uh-oh. Carnivore. What do you want, carnivore? I want some breakfast. I do most of my high-grade Japanese kitchen knives on this wicked edge as well. Only because I got nice Japanese water stones mounted on these paddles. They're a little expensive, but they work really good for those Japanese knives. There's a couple extra, refinements you got to go through, but the end result is nice. And I do a lot of shuns and globals, people like them. I hear you hollering there, little scooter. I'll have to take a break and feed this carnivore. See, with the diamond paddles, all these are diamond paddles. I go to ceramic paddles. This is a coarse ceramic and a fine ceramic. Of course, you have one each. And then I'll just to be back through, I have some leather strops, but I'll probably use the belt on the Kalamazoo with the leather strap to polish it out with, because it's faster. Okay, stand by. On the Japanese knives, the shuns and the globals and the max, like I said, I use Japanese water stones. They're mounted on the paddles. I have 2,000 grit, 3,000 grit, 6,000, 8,000. You have to soak these in water before you use them, just like a regular water stone. And boy, you talk about a nice polish now, buddy. Ooh, you can get these up. I think you can get them from wicked edge up to like 10 or 12,000 grit. Just like most water stones, but they get quite expensive. These are really expensive. And the bigger water stones, the Japanese ones, are really expensive. They're 3x8s, Now Norton, the American company, they make them up to, I think Norton makes them up to 8,000 grit. That's not a bad stone either for kitchen knives. Anyway, that's that. Wicked Edge makes nice stuff. Sharpens up good. This part's not too expensive, but these paddles will kill you. They're very expensive. You got to make money somewhere, I guess. I make money on knives. They make money on paddles. I guess it washes out. Stand by. Certain type of knives, I use diamond emulsions. I get them from my buddy Ken Swartz in California. They come in all different grits. This is 2 micron. I've got 4 micron. I got 8. I got 16, I think. This is cubic boron at 0.05. It's like, I don't know what 0.05 is, like 30,000 grit maybe. I don't know. I may use some of this on the paddles, on the ceramic paddles, when I get through with the initial use of them. These really make them sharp and refined right there. But these little jobs cost like 40 bucks a piece. I put them on leather too when I'm sharpening at the gun shows. Put them on the leather belts. Man, the leather makes them really nice with these diamonds on them. Okay, so now we're going to do the rat. R-A-T. Stand by. Now we have kitchen knives. We have 5 international Henkels. One is serrated. And one is German, actually Mexican scissors, gingers. I've already done those. I sharpen scissors on a kalamazoo. My friend Mark Wright made me a bracket that mounts onto the pole. I have a twice as sharp. The man who makes it twice as sharp, he sells the arms as well as the whole machine. So I bought an arm and a new scissor grip. The scissors clamp in here like this. When you set the angle at whatever angle's on the scissors with this gauge, and you just push them up against the belt like this, and it sharpens them really nice. I don't know if you'd be able to see it or not, but I just did these about 10-15 minutes ago. Okay. Kitchen knives on a kalamazoo. If they're dull, I start out with like a 120 grit belt, as most people do in these videos. And I go to 280, 300 or 400 grit, 600 grit, 1200 grit. And certain knives I go to 2500 grit. All these belts go right up just like stones. And that's about it. You know, you turn it on, you hold the blade up there, and you sharpen it. There ain't no rocket scientist here. You can see it's nasty. Look at that rain. Nasty day. I have a fluorescent light set up over top of my stuff so I can see it good. He lays a lot of light to sharpen it, so you can see the bevels in the little burr that comes up on the back. Okay, stand by. Wow.